Hey. It's me. Looking good as I ever have. We're playing Mario Party today. It's the end of the week. It's been a long week. A lot has happened. It's time to wind down. Nothing much will be achieved today. What have we got? The jewel map? No. No. The minigame room. That's where we are going. Not much will be achieved. Yes. We will go. Oh boy. Let's do it. We are just chilling hard. One will play. And that is me. Well, you look me right in the eye and you tell me who you think I'm choosing.
Good choice.
Look, he even said good choice. How can I say no? Daisy can come. I find Daisy is a very polarizing character to a lot of people. People either truly love Daisy or they hate her guts. and do not want her in any game or series. So she can come. Warrior's really cool. And then the Donk can also come. We're not going to be seeing very much of them. I think I have an idea of, you know, fuck it. Let's put, oh, I said a bad word, but we'll put them on hard. Oh boy. Let's do it. So the idea of tonight, of our stream this evening, or evening to me, and that's all that matters, is I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk about me and what's going on. We're gonna play some mini games throughout. I hope that this is something you may enjoy seeing. Oops, sniffed right into the microphone there. As you can see, I have all the damn mini games. I have played this game thoroughly. And we're just gonna relax because I think that's what we need right now. We're in what is allegedly the dead hours of the night, which is very active hours in my country. However, the internet is not my country. The internet is, in fact, the opposite of my country. Now, I do have the other games unlocked, all the special ones, because I have smashed that MF story mode. But I think for now. Hello, my friend. Pine, come on in. You know, again, I always say I reserve the right to read usernames as terribly as I can. If anything is wrong, you can give me the syllable breakdown and we can work from there. But for now, I think a good thing to do... Oh, I'm getting a call, but I'm ignoring that because we're hanging out. I don't care for whoever may be trying to contact me this Friday night. I already have a date set up. I sure am just sitting on the menu here a lot while I talk, and hey, that's what people said I need to do. They say, hey, that boy Kai, he needs to talk more. So we're talking. We're not just talking about what's going on in the game. I will now, because we are just saying what's going on. I got to explain what I want to do first. I love this game. I love Mario Party 3. I love this mini game, Mario's Puzzle Party. It's probably the best one in the game. And this is one of the last things you unlock, this like 3-minute score attack version. You have to do a lot to unlock this mini game. And let me tell you, it's not worth it for the effort. However, I gotta think now. We're in this last part. Here we go. Watch this. Look at that. That was sick. So the idea, of course, is just get a high score in like 3 minutes. However, what no one really tells you is that the game plays itself. As long as you hold down on the control stick, you will go bananas and you will get heaps of points, and that is amazing. And so I thought it would be quite relaxing after the day I've been having, after the week I and we have all been having. This is the only part you really need to think when it gets down to here. Here we go. There we go. See, it sorts itself out. This would be a nice thing to talk over. Give you a little visual representation. Look, there's bright colors, rainbows, blocks. They're breaking, they're moving, they're making sound. This is perfect for your mind to view as we speak. So today has certainly been a day. I don't know if you read anything I post up. But I was supposed to have an appointment today. An appointment that, you know, needed to be done. Here we go, there we go. Only thinking there. And I thought that it was booked in for 2 p.m. And not I thought, I was correct. It was booked in for 2 p.m. However, when did the appointment occur, you ask? When did the appointment take place? I'm gonna die. Here we go. Fantastic, we're doing it. When did the appointment actually happen? When was I seen to? When was I consulted? When was I spoken to? It was 5 p.m. And if you've been keeping track of the last minute and a half, that would be 3 hours later than I was told, which is terrible. Look at that. See, that's how you play this game. My best on this version seems to be 440 points, but we can do better. So naturally, upon hearing this, I was quite miffed because, of course, as you know with appointments, when they run late, you often are not told. You are often not consulted or said, you know, plan your day around the fact that we're gonna mess you around for 3 hours. You do not understand how to score points fast in this minigame at all. I ran out of time. It's only 3 minutes. So the idea of the game is to match 2 blocks together. I will play it again because I love it. Honestly, if this was up to me, I would simply play this for the entire hour or whatever I'm going to stream. I'll try and mix it up a little bit so it's not completely boring as we listen to me talk. So the idea of Mario's Puzzle Party is to match the 2 colors together. See, they just broke and you get 2 points for every color. But when you get combos and break other blocks after each other, sort of like Puyo Puyo if you've ever played that, you get a higher score, and of course the more blocks you break and the higher the combo and the chain goes, you can get some insane points. Now what most people would do in this 2-minute Mario Party 3 minigame, see, check that out, is of course just try to match the colors as fast as you can. However, the actual thing to do, the meta game for, once again, this 2-minute minigame that might show up once every 2 hours in a children's party game. So naturally it's something you want to get quite good at. It is to simply not really look at the screen and just fill the blocks in as fast as possible. Because you see, you make situations like this where the blocks go bananas and they simply drop down. You like Puyo Puyo, but you cannot wrap your mind around making combos. Well, you see, that's the idea. You don't have to think. The less thinking you do, the better it is. You see, when you just stack the blocks, you don't want them to be in color order. Only when you're on this last column here, you should start thinking a little bit. And we might die. Here we go. Oh, I died. There we go. Just turn your brain off. That's correct. That's the right thing to do. But sometimes, you see, it doesn't always work out. We made it just barely halfway in. So I'm going to play it again because, again, I'm not an interesting man. Tonight's about me. It's about us. It's about relaxing after being mistreated. If there's anything in your life you need to vent about, please feel free. A lot of chat rules often say no trauma dumping, but I will definitely allow it on this hallowed eve. Just quick rules, I suppose. You know, people say trauma dumping and stuff. Of course, you can vent about issues or just get things off your chest if things aren't going your way. However, upon typing your post, you should look at and give it a proofread before posting. And if it reads like an old country music song, you know what I mean, like if you look back at your post and it says, you know, my dog died, my wife left me, I got fired from my job, my pickup truck stopped working. If it reads like that, please reconsider and reword. But otherwise, if you want to just get grumpy and vent to me your issues, feel free. But instead, I am venting mine. Your wife took the trailer and the dog. Brother, I made one rule. I made one rule. And you have done this to me on my stream, on my lonesome Friday night. You loved that dog. Oh, boy. Got a brand new car that drinks a bunch of gas. Got a house in a neighborhood that's fading fast. Those are some real country music lyrics. You know, some people, I'm getting off on a tangent because and I brought it up, so it's my fault, but some people really do refer to country music, and I don't listen to it too much, but enough to see what's good. They refer to it as list country, where they don't really sing about anything in particular. They sort of just make a list of everything they have and everything that's going on around them. And once I heard that description, I thought, that might be a little similar. See, I saved myself from that situation. Oh, we're gonna die. Ooh, believe in the system. We got 14 seconds. Can we make it? No. Oh. Yeah. We did it. 377 points, which isn't that much. But again, it's all random chance. But yeah, I was quite miffed. Would you believe it? Would you believe it that I was not impressed by the fact that this home visit appointment I had scheduled was 3 hours later than I had assumed it was going to be. And of course, with situations like that, you can't even, make other plans or do something. It got to 4:30. I told you it happened at 5 p.m. for me. It got to 4:30 and I got home just in time for this appointment, right? And so I thought to myself, I can't even take a shower. It's hot in Australia at the moment. We're leading into summer. I thought I can't even take a shower to cool myself off because who knows if someone might show up. And here I am, waiting for 2.5 hours. You may have seen me crapping about in other people's streams while I was waiting. It's all I could really do. But of course it gets to 4:30 and I think to myself, he's not coming, because that is often what people do. I don't know about you, where you live, what you do, but in my situation, people don't really announce that they're not going to do something, that they're not visiting. They mostly just don't turn up and stop speaking to you. And so I assume this had happened to me, and just as I was about to get in the shower and give up good and proper, I get the message that the appointment will be occurring and the person will be visiting within 10 minutes. And I think, oh, fantastic. But it all happened. What needed to happen, happened. And now we are here. I have eaten dinner, I don't know about you. A cottage pie. Left over. Not bad at all. We gotta start thinking about these now. But it's been quite the week. I keep saying that. How vague can I go? That was pretty cool. How vague can I be? Another thing I had to do, right? Listen to me vent and talk. That's all you're here to do. Man, don't you hate it, right? I'm sure you all work one way or another. Obviously, when you try to set things up with work or with people you're trying to make appointments with, and they're simply not doing anything. They're simply not doing their job. They're not holding up their end of the deal. Oh dear. I lost. I'm going to try one more time, and then I think I'll start showing off some other fun stuff. So also this week, I think if you've seen me before, if you've seen me around town, if you believe that you know me, you may believe that I'm a pretty laid-back person. That's what I like to believe. That's what I like to project. That's how I like to present myself, because I think taking it easy is important. However, I have had to send off some rather threatening emails this week in order to once again make people who aren't really doing their part, get them to at least start up. And I hate doing that. It's not enjoyable. I'm sure you felt the same in your own workplace. I don't know how you view yourself, what you think about yourself in your workplace or your professional environment, whether you believe you're a hard-working person surrounded by people who aren't quite putting in as much effort. I know a lot of people I know feel that way. Perhaps you may feel the same in your own environment. But yes, having to write sort of emails identifying problems, how they are not being solved by the people in question, how they will need to solve it very soon, how they will have to outline how they will solve it, and the consequences if they do not. So again, I view myself as a laid-back person, but here I am having to send off these intimidating emails. I think I've mentioned this before. I have been described in the past by people who know me personally as intimidating. I don't believe it. I've been told I have a scary demeanor and appearance. I don't believe it. You can make your own opinions based on how we know each other, but we'll have to see. Again, I've been told that if someone were to come face to face with me in a dark alley at night, they would simply begin to cry, and I don't really buy that. I don't believe that. I mean, listen to me. I've been told I have an evil laugh as well, and that's not very nice. I mean, my voice, my laugh, my appearance, it's the only one that I've got, you know? How am I supposed to change that? It's just what comes naturally. It's just the way I speak. It's just what comes out of my mouth when I talk. It's just what happens when I wake up. Oh, here comes something. There we go. Hey, we did not hit such a fantastic score on this puzzle party like I thought we may. But I'm excited. Now that the week is over, we can put that behind us and we can focus on the good times ahead. I'm sure that's I don't know who you are. Well, I know who you are. I see you right there. I see your names. We're gonna go. So that puzzle party right there, that is quite difficult to unlock because you need to unlock it by pretty much beating Game Guy's room. And the way you unlock Game Guy's room, which is basically, if you are not familiar with Mario Party, and firstly, for shame, if you are not familiar with the game or the series, Mario Party 3 contains Game Guy, who has minigames which are essentially just gambling. He will take all your money at any given time during the game. He will take them all, and he will make you pretty much gamble. And you can either double your money or you can lose everything, much like a real casino. Which is fantastic for the 2001 children that were playing this game. And so you need to win $1,000 betting over a certain period of time in Game Guy's room in order to unlock the minigame. However, to unlock Game Guy's room, you need to beat the story mode with a perfect score. You need to play through 12 or 13 different maps with pretty much a perfect score. You have to win much, much harder than your opponent. It's not just about winning, it's about winning better. So maybe we'll take a quick dip and I'll show you some of the sweet gambling. We will play. We won't listen to any rules. So what do we start with? That's me. I am represented on the screen. We're playing roulette, and that's quite bad. So we start with $10, and for roulette, honestly, we're gonna bet 3. So you're supposed to take your 10 coins and turn them into 1,000, which is quite the task, but as you'll see, who knows if we'll do it. We will just go for this one because it's the largest one. But as you see, later on, you can start placing larger and larger bets, and eventually, you get yourself to a point where you do just win. Now we see if we win here. Are you feeling lucky? Yep, there we go. I am a rambling, gambling man. So now, there we go. See, we win a bit of money. Isn't that nice? And he basically just keeps going through his games. We'll have to see. Magic boxes. This is a bad one, again, because it's basically just chance. And that's not what we're after. I know all gambling is chance, but this is bad chance. This is 50-50. Oh boy. If you didn't see, gacha games are popular though. It's true, Skitch. It is. I don't know if that's how you read your name. Again, always reserve the right to read people's names incredibly wrong and have me, have them correct me later. We basically just see. But you see, while you are correct in that gacha games are quite popular, you see, as we go here, all that you can get... No, we are not trying again. We're taking our winnings and we're leaving. You see, the best we can get from this game is Toad. And while Toad is having a bit of a surge in popularity at the moment, from what I see, Toad is all you get. And you see, I don't believe a Toad gacha game... We're gonna bet $10 because I have faith in this game. I do not believe a Toad gacha game would create the hype that regular ones do, you know, with the cute anime girls and such. You may feel differently, but I believe, so he's hungry and he also wants food, but you always bet on the big one because the big one will eat this cake faster, and that's not a metaphor. There's a real cake here and we're going to eat it. And now we just sit back and watch. So while those games are popular, as you say, I don't believe that this has the same appeal. I don't believe it has the same staying power that cute anime girls may have on the broader community. And now we won some money, isn't that nice? Let's go. What do we got? Magic boxes again. We're gonna bet 10 because we have some money to lose. You never know. It was left before, so even though it's 50-50, certainly he's going to be in the right-hand box now, isn't he? Uh-oh. Vampire here with her raid. Hello. We're choosing this. I will type the recommended ritual in of the shout out. Hello, I believe most viewers here tonight watching me play Mario Party 3 by myself are right here from the Mon Vampire stream. However, please join me in shouting her out. So to her viewers who are already watching and following, feel free to go to her profile, unfollow her, and then follow her again. Just so we get that good feeling. I do not have much to give. I cannot give you my own popularity. I do not have popularity to give, so all I can do is take away and give back. How did Shovel Knight go? I see that's where you were before. So, to those who are just joining, yes, don't listen to the Grace Man. Hey, I told them to come back. It's just for a little bit. Yeah, did you get very far? Because every time I swung by, you were just having a good chat to everyone, much like I'm doing now. Will we win the roulette? It doesn't look like it. Actually, wait. We win again. Fantastic. We're just playing Mario Party 3 by ourselves because I'm a very popular man with many friends. Yeah. Got one level done at least. That sounds about right. I'm sure it was fun. But we're just here. We can bet good money on this. Actually, what am I doing? Here, we're gonna bet money. Hey, it's a skill. I've been told myself that I simply don't talk enough, or I do not have the skill to talk about more than what's going on in the game itself. So I'm trying to rectify that this evening for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but it is Friday night, and the hot people are out partying, and I'm in playing Mario Party. So I'm here. I'm trying to just relax with something that really you can't talk too much about. So I'm trying to bring it in myself. I've been detailing my day in how I was forced to wait 3 hours for an appointment that I thought would take not much time at all. So if you're still here hanging around, hello. We may not know each other, but we know each other now. My name is Kai G Nikki. That is a pun, but it's also my name. You can call me any of those nouns, and I will respond. I play games on occasion. Some games we've got going on at the moment. You can check. I've got records up. I update my YouTube quite frequently with what we've been doing. Mario RPG is something we've been doing. Nice to know you. You too, Mars. You too. Oh no. I bet a lot of money on this. And so if you like older games, if you like dudes who play them, honestly, so you may see from the poorly made description that I've got today, or in the Twitch profile, I would like to make... We just lost $30, which is quite terrible. But I do like music as well, and I would like to make music in the future. And that's not a dream. That is a goal. That is a very achievable goal. But the drama is, and you know, it's very minimal. But however, as a online personality or an attempt at one, I have to take any and all opportunities to create and feed off of drama. We cannot have... We're getting out of here. We've had enough gambling. We have to take every opportunity to turn the slightest inconvenience into a major, like a drama, a thing that we can talk about. What was I saying? It doesn't matter. We're just playing games. I'm trying not to do anything that could take me away from what we're doing. What's good? Throw shade at a beauty channel, instant fame. I will keep that in mind. Oh boy. Thank you, Joe Sanders. Another good thing that happened. I have a nice voice. Thank you very much. So yes, that's what I was saying. So I would like to make music in the future. Now you see the drama is that I moved house very recently. And so basically the room that the music is going to be in is pretty much the last one. I'm just looking at something fun. Let's play the train game. Left or right? So I do like to make music. I play a few instruments myself and I attempt singing. But of course I moved house recently, which means that everything was packed up and I'm almost unpacked and done. The room that all the music is going to be in and be made from is pretty much the last one I have to unpack, and it's quite messy at the moment, you see. Alright, only one of us can win. And as such, hey, I won, fantastic. As such, it takes time to unpack and make. I also want to soundproof the room a little bit, but from there, I'm really excited to get into it because, you know, I'm no liar. I'm not the sort of person that would make a crazy claim such as that and not want to follow through, you see. Because I love music. I like to sing. I'm not very good at singing, some would say, but this is a fun one. But I would like to make it, and it's all about, I just gotta like get off my little booty and unpack the room and set it up and make it beautiful in order to make the music that I want to make. So we're here, we're making the best Toad we can. That's pretty good. And that's all there is to it, because I've got lovely ideas. If you dig through my Twitter account, you can find a couple that I've put up. Now, I did say I was going to put up like previews and stuff, but again, the place where the music previews and the music is stored is unpacked. So we can't quite get to it yet. So there's a lot of drama, a lot of poor forethought, we will call it. If you enjoy the voice, if you enjoy... I am from Australia, by the way, which can explain the voice. So we need to get that music stuff ready because I want to make it, I want to play it. This is original hardware. Playing on the 64. That was bad. That was a bad hit. Yeah. We've always had a lot of stuff here in the family. Basically, my family all thoroughly enjoyed playing games growing up. And afterwards, once everyone grew up, I wouldn't say they grew out of it because everyone still loves playing all this stuff. Sometimes we even whip it out when the family gets together, but somehow it would seem that it all got lumped onto me. And as such, I basically have everything in my home that we grew up with. And as such, we've got the Mario parties on tap. We've got plenty to choose from. So you will see, if you look through my channel, look through the archives, I lost. So I have to play again for my own sense of fragile pride. And yes, somehow that results in 21 Nintendo 64 controllers. Listen to me. They come in different colors, you see. Oh, that was close. They come in different colors, 21 or more to be exact. And over time, it's fun. It's fun to have the... You just have to have them all. I don't have them all, but honestly, the only one that I would get, because it's not just 21 of the big ones. If you know anything about Nintendo 64 controllers, which I'm sure you all do, I'm sure you all have an encyclopedic knowledge of such things, but I'll explain anyway, just so on the off chance that anybody is watching that doesn't know, they don't feel left out. So we won't make them feel bad. We will include them because that's what it's all about. So you've got the big fat original 3-pronged. I'm trying again because I lost and my fragile pride is at stake. So you have the original big 3-pronged Nintendo 64 controller, and I believe that's what everyone is familiar with. But you also have the little Hori pads as well that were made as basically an improvement. Ooh, that was terrible. I have the computer set on hard, by the way, because I'm a real man. But you've got the little Hori pads as well, and they come in different colors, and they were pretty much advertised as, you know, the better control stick. I mean, in my personal Nintendo 64 controllers as well, I have put the effort in to replace the control sticks, because if anyone is familiar, they did have quite rough plastic, and they had to have good plastic on plastic contact for the controller to work, which means if you are a Mario Party fan such as myself, with my family, you would end up we did play Mario Party 1 the most out of the original 3, and I think you will find, if you know anything about it, that it did have the warning about rotating the control stick nice and fast. That one looks good. Oh, I rolled past it. But as we all know, you could get yourself, what's it called? I'm going to say the wrong word, and it's probably going to be like a real nasty word I say instead, but it's like, what is it? I'm just going to give up. Basically, the holes in the hands that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ had. You can give yourself a free one of those by rotating the control stick playing Mario Party 1. Look at this. And as such, they wore out quite fast. Either that or your hands did. Stigmata. Thank you, Polybius. Yes, thank you, everyone. Stigmata is the word I was going for. I was going to say like astigmatism, but I think that's like an eye problem. So it's good I stopped myself. It's always best. That is, yeah. No matter how terrible those things were, it couldn't stop you from winning. Oh, I know. But, astigmatism is an oblong lens. Now, I'm gonna nod along and say yes, like I got those words. Like I can definitely define them individually, but together I'm not feeling it. But basically, as we know, your Nintendo 64 controller mashed hands destroyed itself due to its design, and so as such I've taken the liberty of replacing them with basically a GameCube style stick. It doesn't look any different, but it functions the way your modern control stick would, and it is much more comfortable on the hands. You can definitely play games a lot easier. I'm going to try one more time to satisfy my fragile male ego, and if it doesn't work, we will have to move on to another game. But yeah, so you can replace them. It's very cheap. It's very easy. The tug of war in Mario Party was vile. That is true. Tore your hand up. Who didn't? Roll up to primary school with those hand blisters, and everyone knew what was going on. Dude, I'm not winning this. But yeah, it's a very the beam battles of Dragon Ball Z Budokai. Dang. At least that was on like what, the PS2? You could have an easier time with that. Yeah, it's pretty easy. All you do is unscrew the back of the 64 controller. The hardest part is making sure the L and R buttons don't fly away because they are barely hanging on. And so you just take out the old stick, you put in the new one, and it works perfectly. But the little Hori pads all pretty much come in the same way, and they have something like that installed already. And that was that's basically was the draw of them at the time. I don't know, what's cool, what's hot? Boulder ball is always rough. And so yes, I'm afraid I do have 21 of them. I do, and they're fun, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets about my life or the way I live. So if you have an issue, you will have to send me your own hate mail. I cannot promise that I'll read it, but I will know it exists. Dude, she's going hard. My balls, man. We did it. We did it as a team. Dude, I can't believe I'm laughing at the word balls here. Like, yesterday, if you were fortunate enough to know me, yesterday, I was playing Mario RPG, and we got to a boss that was a big clock, and it had two little parts on it that were called the dinglings, and I was cracking up. I could not control myself. Let's go back to Old Faithful, Mario's Puzzle Party Pro. This game plays itself, so it'll be very easy to talk to you all. And if it's boring, well, either harden up or just speak up and tell me, hey man, do something else, you buffoon. So we all had a good time growing up in my household. I believe I was one of the few children whose parents also enjoyed video games rather than just telling them how it was going to mess them up. In fact, my mother claims that she actually got us into them. She believed it would improve our hand-eye coordination, but joke's on her, because I am quite horrid at any and all sports, so sorry, Ma. It didn't quite work out the way you planned, but my goodness, I can play Mario Party. I wanted to play, we're playing like Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance on the GameCube. We're playing that as well, and that's what I wanted to play this afternoon, but as we said before, my appointment was 3 hours later than it should have been, and I was not feeling it tonight. We'll definitely play it on the weekend, but for now, we'll just stick with this tonight, and we'll play some better games. I am gaming. Well, you see, the game plays itself. All I am actually doing, and all you can see... Thank you, Mon. Thanks for coming in. Definitely go grab breakfast and shower. I will be having a comfy stream. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for sending your friends to me in hopes that our friends can become better acquainted. Oh boy. Now, when you said I am gaming, well, you see, the game plays itself. All I'm really doing is holding down on the control stick, and from there, the combos stack themselves. I explained this earlier to my buddies and pals that were hanging out, but to anyone who doesn't know the deep meta of this 2-minute game that you might see every hour or two from a children's party game, so obviously the idea is to just match colors. You match 2 colors together, and the blocks disappear. But however, if more blocks break, like just then during, and you get a combo, I explained, like Puyo Puyo basically, you get a higher score. This might get a bit dicey. Here we go, let's see this. And as such, the best way to play the game is to simply let the game play itself, let the blocks stack up, and aim to have a lot of them take themselves out at the same time. And look at that. That's right, new record. And by letting the game play itself and just holding down, we got a fantastic score and a new record. Hello. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Fantastic name. I don't know, that's it. Incredibly advanced skills needed. So I'm playing this right now. I'm just looking at the chat. I'm looking at you because you are simply irresistible. But I don't even really need to look. You don't need to actually start playing the game until you start filling up the 4th column, right? That's when you start needing to try matching the colors, you see, because you are quite close to messing up if you keep not paying attention. But for the most part, this is another reason why I chose this game tonight, because I thought, like, again, people told me that I needed to practice my speaking skills in speaking about things that aren't just reacting to what is happening real time in a game. And I believe this was a perfect opportunity because the game plays itself and I can just speak. And I believe I laid down this rule earlier. I'm not sure. I think this was, we'll call it BM on the timeline before Mond. And we are living in the AM times, the after Mond section of the stream. Thank you, Han. Genuinely impressed. Doing a great job at taking the reins. So, and now with that incredible compliment, I'm so flustered that I forgot what we were speaking about in the first place. I was pretty much just talking about doing fat combos and basically playing the game by not playing the game. Oh, that's right. I was going into, so I was saying before as well, so I pretty much opened up with me venting about my day and my week, and I invited others to do the same. If you have anything going on, please let us know. I did say the only rule in terms of trauma dumping, because I have seen that as a rule in other people's streams and chats, I believe the only way we can dignify or designate what is appropriate and inappropriate is you should type out your post if you're going to vent or complain. Read it back to yourself. So read your post back, and if it reads back like an old classic country song, perhaps don't post it. And of course you know what I mean, because we are all big country fans here. So if you read your post back and it, you know, says, my dog died, my wife left me, the pickup truck ain't like it used to be, then perhaps reconsider your post. Perhaps just change it to, I had a bad day, and now I'm here for you to make it better. And that's all we need to do. You see, the technique, the golden technique, doesn't always work in practice, but it will always let you beat up your friends. And this game is also featured in the brand new, or a year old by now, maybe even 2, Mario Party Superstars that is on the Switch. And this game is in there, and the same technique still applies. You can play even better because you can hold up and it just does the instant drop, so you can win even faster. And with that, I believe my high score on that version is in the 600s, so it's not really a skill. You can't put it on your resume, I'm afraid. Your boss won't care, or your prospective employer. However, anytime you play Mario Party with the homies, you can anger them dearly in not quite knowing how to beat you and your incredible skills and scores. And from there, you know, it's a snowball effect. Once you get very good at Mario's Puzzle Party, it is a snowball effect. You start becoming very popular with women. The dates simply don't stop. You barely have time, or you would, except you turn the dates down because of your dedication to the puzzle party, you see. You have your priorities and you say, I'm sorry, madam, I cannot accept your hand in matrimony, as I've dedicated myself to the pursuit of the puzzle party. And of course, the reaction to that is always, I understand. They see your hard work, they see your dedication, and they know it is not their place to disturb you. And so they leave you be. And you end up here on Friday night playing by yourself. Let's face it, I'm not by myself. I've got you guys. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point. My only true love is getting the max theoretical score on Mario's puzzle party. It's true. I wonder what the high score is. I can't do it, obviously, until we're done. If someone would be so kind as to look up, like, the highest score someone's ever got. Look at that. That was nuts. I hope epilepsy warning, I guess. If someone could be so kind as to look up the high score for Puzzle Party, that would be a great service to me and your country. Because then we know what we're aiming for. We know what we are fighting for. We know what we are doing for ourselves, our country, and our countrymen. Oh man, we're going too hard. Oh, off by 2 points. Off by 2 points. Isn't that sad? Isn't that the sort of thing that makes you cry at night? What's that you say? No, I agree. It's not that bad. We can rebuild. I'm doing it again because, God, this game is fun. I can't handle it. Speaking to you, playing some Puzzle Party. Now, this is exactly what I needed. It's a good way to finish the week for me. I say finish the week, but I'll be back tomorrow. I think maybe tomorrow I'll be back in the morning, so I'm going to, you know, play around here. Some random YouTube video says the world record is 1,410. We will have to watch that later. And I do say we as in you and I both. Individually, of course, we'll have to look it up and check it out. We can perhaps compare notes in the future. I don't mean that as a royal we. I've had to clarify that in the past. So I think maybe tomorrow, yeah, I'll come back in the morning. My morning, I don't know about you, it might be like Friday afternoon for a lot of you homies. I think maybe we'll come back with Fire Emblem like I originally planned. And then maybe Sunday for me, which might be Saturday afternoon or night for you. We're going to go back and play some more Mario RPG because I want to get that done. We're playing the original before we play the remake. Oh, we've necked ourselves. Hey, check that out. Mistakes into miracles. Woo! 1410, here we come. So yeah, if you don't know, I've been playing the original Mario RPG, and I've even seen some people complain about that, and let me tell you, people on the internet, boy howdy, will they complain about anything. So the best idea is to simply read it, laugh, and continue. We're playing the original. I wanted to play it because, basically, I always wanted to. It never came out in Australia originally. The only legal way to own it right now in this country is to own a Super Nintendo Classic, and they don't even sell those anymore, so, you know, out of luck and all that. Because Nintendo hates us all. However, I wanted to play it. It looks like a really fun game, so I did, and I'm almost at the end, and it is really fun. And I think I got the idea of basically just launching straight into the remake when it comes out. Yeah, typical Nintendo behavior. I'm lucky I haven't been sued yet by playing the game online, but you know, That's the benefits of being just a little guy. 451. Hey, that wasn't too bad. But yeah, I'm pretty much like, it comes out a week from now, right? Next Friday. So I'm very close, and I'm hoping to play it maybe 3-4 more times on stream before I'll play it as much as I need to before the remake comes out. And then after we beat it, we can launch immediately into the remake, and it would be quite funny. And we'll all be able to experience firsthand the differences, and we can see back to back because we've all experienced them together. And playing a brand new popular game is also very good for clout chasing, because a clout chasing filthy man is just the kind of guy I am. As you can see from all my choices. In truth, my choices are all for me. I stream to entertain myself, and then I just pray that other people want to join in for the ride. And apparently they do. Isn't that lucky? Isn't that a blessing? That we all happen to have the same taste. I may not be a cute girl, at least to your knowledge. Like, this voice change is pretty good, huh? But what I'm getting at is that, it's so amazing. Like, we all live in different places. I must say this at least once every 3 days. I'm so boring. I am a broken record. But it is so amazing how we can all get together. Rura, hello. I'm a cute girl on a voice changer. It's true, I am. The secret's out. How is Subnautica? How did that end up? Because when I was dropping by, it was pretty much just setting up lockers and chatting. So interested to see how much actually got done. It became Among Us. Like, actually the game, or like was spicy stuff happening in your Subnautica game? Because like, I know nothing about Subnautica. I'm a console peasant. I pretty much know next to nothing about PC gaming. I've said this before, I feel like I'm the complete opposite of a lot of people here, in which my computer is poo-poo garbage, and so I rely on a lot of the consoles myself and my family built up over the years in order to play games and stream. Whereas I feel a lot of people have the opposite problem, where all they have is their, good PC, and so they just use like emulators and stuff, which is fine. I have absolutely no issue with that sort of thing. Play games however you want. If there's no legal way to play it, go bananas. Like, who cares? PC game is expensive. I'm doing myself a favor. Well, we'll have to see. If you've seen used game prices on console, that is a joke. That is a meme that I do not endorse. There was an alien among the group. Now, again, I need clarification. I need answers. Are we talking about you and the chat you had cultivated, or are we talking about actually in the Subnautica game? Used game prices on rare Japanese 3DS games. We are very lucky that the 3DS is now extremely easy to crack wide open. And you have access to pretty much everything. No, it was the plot of Subnautica. Crazy. Actual story. That's not something I've come to expect from those streams. That was a very harsh statement just now. But please know it was meant in jest. But yeah, used game prices, like, I'm pretty sure right now, at least in this country, like, it is such a meme, used game prices, like, check this out, like, Mario Party 3 right here, like, look at what we're doing. The Japanese version would be the exact same. I'm pretty sure this version that I have, because I'm from Australia, and we have the Australian PAL version, and that goes for about, like, last time I checked, sometimes I look at game prices just to make myself laugh, and I believe the last time I looked up Mario Party 3, it was sitting at about 400 Australian dollars, so about maybe 250 to 300 USD, whereas Japanese copies of Mario Party 1, 2, 3, whatever, they sit in the bargain bin. You can usually get them for about $10 or less, even in the box and stuff, so everything's made up, the prices don't matter. If emulating is your way to experience these games because you just want to play, then please God do that. If the only person that could miss out on a payout is some scalper dude on eBay, I completely endorse that man missing out on money. But man, speaking, like, Rura, give me your hottest rare 3DS game that you were on the hunt for. Because I've seen some. There are some that I'm like, yeah, I guess that's rare. And then some that I look at and I'm like, why? Why is that rare? Like, did they just not print very much? Or like something I've seen a lot of. And I had to search it up because I was like, why am I seeing this? It was the 3DS version. I didn't even know there was one. The 3DS version of, like, and I'm not even going to pronounce this title right because Japanese people love putting weird X's in all their titles. But High School DxD, there is a 3DS game of that show or series, and I'm not quite sure what it would entail. But every time I've ever seen it, it's at least like 100 to 150 like US dollars, and like, of course I didn't buy it, I'm not paying that, I don't own it, but I just think to myself, what is it? What is this game? So if you've got others like that, I would love to know, because I would love to know who is like playing this stuff. And then you've got stuff like Yokai Watch that they simply cannot get rid of. Embarrassing, but I wanted all the Sumiko Gurashi game. Could not find them all. I hoped I pronounced that right. Couldn't find them all, huh? I'll have to look into it. I'm not familiar with that series, and I'm sure that is to my detriment. Actually had several 3DS games you shipped directly from Japan last year. Nice. Hate to say it, but it was cool chilling with me for a bit, but it is 4:30 in the morning, though maybe one day scalpers will all suddenly vanish. Like, if you've ever hung around here before, Joe, you will find that I'm a very large advocate for self-care, and if it is 4:30 in the morning, I know you were up late watching cute girls, and there are even some lurking in the chat right now, but I understand 4:30 is quite late. Like, I turn into a pumpkin at like 10 p.m. So, I would say go to bed. Brush your teeth, go to bed, hit the hay. You can't find most of the 3DS Castlevania games in the local market either. What 3DS Castlevania games were there? The only one I know is the Lords of Shadow one. What is it? It's like Mirror of something. Because I have the DS Castlevania games, and if you are interested, like, just saying to anyone, for some reason, the Japanese versions of the DS Castlevanias are just as expensive as the English version. So if you're going to pull the trigger on anything, definitely get the English version. That is a no-brainer. Is Mirror of Fate good? Because I played like Lords of Shadow on the PS3, and I enjoyed it for what it was, like the God of War clone that it was, but I hear the second one like sucked. But I think we've come to know that I do like me a good Castlevania, and even a bad one too. Oh, I died. I wasn't looking. I bragged about how you don't need to look, and I didn't look, and then nothing. No, you bought a 3DS to learn Japanese and promised to play everything in Japanese. Wow. Ain't that something? You know, I think I got stuck with it. I think it was like $1. Someone like threw it at me. I do have on the regular DS, I do have a kanji training game. And I believe, like, I have no reason to believe that they didn't make one on the 3DS as well. So perhaps you should get looking and see what you can find. But for me, in Japanese, what I mostly play, like, I guess I mostly play just older games that don't really have much text anyway. If I had to say, I play a lot of the Rockman games because they're pretty cool. And they have, like, minimal story in them. And I guess I start to read those. But, like, everyone can call me a pleb. Like, you can just do it anyway, and then you can call me it for the reason I specify after this story. But I find, like, a lot of people say Pokemon is a good way in because it lets you choose in Japanese, like, a simplified version where it's just the kana, or you can play with the kanji as well. But I am at the point in my learning experience where I sort of feel like playing or reading Japanese without kanji is actually a little harder, because I see that, like, there are words like, you know, they'll just spell out the word. That's right, the kana only is way harder because, like, so many words are similar, or let's face it, every, like, syllable group or pairing or gang, I guess, has about 8 different words connected to it, and you can make fun of English. You finished Ultra Moon and Super Mystery Dungeon in JP, fantastic. But yeah, you can make fun of English and say it's hard to learn. Like, luckily, I was born into an English-speaking country, but sometimes I think to myself when I stream that if there is anyone here that is English as a second language, I don't really think listening to me will help. Sometimes I listen to myself talk or pronounce things and I'm like, man, what are you doing? What I was getting at, yeah, there are certainly, like, lots of words in Japanese that are simply the exact same. Like, you could say, like, ageru or something, and you've just said, like, 8 words at once, and it's all about the context of what you're saying. Like, I swear to God, way back in ancient Japan, like, I don't know, like 1,000 years ago or whatever, a bunch of dudes were sitting around a table. This is my true history lesson. Gather round and listen. This is the true history of Japan. A bunch of fellas, because, you know, women weren't allowed in the picture. They're like dumb or whatever, according to them. But 1,000 years ago, a bunch of dudes sitting around the table, right? And one of them walks in and they are like, fellas, listen, I understand we've been having a little bit of trouble expressing ourselves and getting our ideas across with our language. And the other dudes are like, that's true. I've been having a bit of difficulty. And dude one, he says to the other dudes, listen, I just hit up China, and they've got this writing system, you see, and they put characters to their sounds, and each character means a thing. And the other dudes are like, okay, I'm listening, I'm interested. And dude one is like, hey, what if we took the characters? What if we took some? Like, we can make some of our own, but the ones they got in China are pretty cool already, and we can just take them. And the other dudes are like, this idea is sounding better and better. And then dude one is like, all right, we can take the characters, we can take the words, and we can make them each mean something. Like, look at this one, it means water. Look at this one, it means like cat. Look at this one, it means not car, because cars haven't been invented yet. And the other guys are like, that's right, they haven't. And after that, they all decide to use the kanji system. And they realize that, you know, life's better when you can write and actually mean words. And then some dude rolls up and he says, hey, we've got quite a few of these characters now. What if we started using a few of them to mean different things? Now, here's what should have happened. The other dudes should have said, that is a terrible idea and you are a fool and we're going to keep the different characters. What actually happened, and what will go down forever, is that the other dudes said, that is a fantastic idea, and they made pretty much everything mean 8 different things, and they cursed the country, they cursed the language, and they cursed us all for trying to learn it. And that is the true history of what happened in Japan. Thank you very much. I'm gonna die. I'm not. We did it. We need to go back in time and curse the guy. We do. We need to go back in time. We need to stand outside the building or the hut or whatever. And we need to be like, hey, don't go to the meeting today. And he'll be like, all right. And then maybe we could have come up with a language system that's easy to learn. I don't know if anything I said was just like offensive to anyone. If you are like Japanese and just got offended by anything I said, like sorry about it, I guess. If you are not Japanese in any way and got offended, like get over it. That's not your offense to carry. Oh boy, we really are just partying. Look at me go. But yes, Japanese, very tough language. I've been doing it for maybe 5 years by myself. And sometimes I feel like I'm getting it. And other times I feel like I am just not learning a darn thing. I still believe firmly that it's very dangerous, in my opinion. I still feel uncomfortable telling people that I've learned or know a shred of Japanese, because then it gives off the impression, pardon me, that you might know something, and then they want to hear something, and that's not what I'm about, because let's face it, I do not know much about anything. You will soon find. So as such, it's a toughie of a language. Nihongo Jozu. I got Nihongo Jozu one time by a Japanese woman, and I still remember it because, like, as a man, I think most people and other men would, like, strongly remember the one compliment they get every 5 years, and that was one of mine. A Japanese woman told me that my Japanese was good, using the words Nihongo Jozu, and I'll never forget. I made another woman laugh with my Japanese because I told her that my Japanese skills were trash. You've gotten it by a random JP indie on Twitch. Fantastic. That's what life's really about. Make them laugh. Honestly, when it comes to Japanese people, I think they just appreciate the effort. They were like, hey, this person took the time to learn my language. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Because if you ask Japanese people, you're like, is Japanese a difficult language? They're like, yeah, it is. So they know. Maybe they like it, because, you know, they got that gatekeeping thing going on or whatever. Oh, we made mistakes. It's different if you got Josu'd for English. Your English is fine. I don't know if that's what you were looking for, but it's good. Again, sometimes I listen to my own English and I think to myself, hey, no one is learning a thing from this guy. Oh dear. Definitely some people who have English as their second or third language most definitely put us native speakers to shame. I died. How embarrassing. After all my bragging and showboating, this is all I have to show for it. Jeez, look at that time. They didn't know you could speak English since you were a regular viewer in a JP stream. That is, that's good. Blend in. I have had people, like obviously if you've ever, I was fortunate enough to go to Japan a few years ago, and obviously when you go as a whitey, they will just simply not really give you the opportunity to speak Japanese. They would take it as an opportunity to flex their English, or simply just save you the time and the embarrassment and speak English to you. Yes, 305, that was a bad score. But I have talked to other people of Asian descent from other Asian countries, and they say, like, you know, I'm not Japanese, I got nothing to do with Japan in my heritage. However, I look Asian, so they try and give me the Japanese first as if I know it. I'm like, well, that's an entirely different problem now, isn't it? We all got our own problems. I'd like to go back. Who knows? Maybe if this summer gets too hot in Australia, I will just blow all the money I have and I will go to Japan for winter, and I will just camp out and have double winter, because that's what I love. I love the cold weather. I do not like the hot. I do not like the heat. Australia is heating up for summer and I hate it. And I'm not interested. Although, maybe the heat would be better than the last few summers we've had. That's right, it is better to have it be too cold than too hot. The last few summers though here, they weren't exactly hot, like they were high 30s in Celsius, but they never got too hot. Like for me, a hot summer is when it gets over 40 degrees Celsius again. We didn't get that, but what we did get was a lot of high humidity, and that was disgusting. I hated it, and I wanted to die. Because I've been mentioning this week. I've been complaining a lot because I'm a little baby. But you will find that a lot of places in Australia do not have cooling laws for houses, for like rentals or just homes being built. Every home in Australia is legally required to have heating, but they are not legally required to have cooling. So you can think about that. I guess they don't like it when the old people freeze to death in winter. 400, that's okay. We do have the opposite in summer as well. The little old people, they say to themselves, I garden every Tuesday, but they don't look at the fact that on the Tuesday weather forecast, it's like 40 degrees, and so they just go out and they just die in the heat. Natural selection is the name of the game. Hopefully, wherever you live, way out there, the climate is nicer than I'm dealing with. I will still be here if I like streaming. I've been around for a couple months now, even if you haven't heard of me. It's probably best you haven't heard of me, but I like doing it, and I like streaming too. But I'm enjoying what we are doing together, and I am pretty much around a lot. So if you ever don't see me for a long period of time with no explanation, I have passed away in the heat. So you can drop an F on my profile and move on with your day, as I have died. But if you keep seeing me, obviously I'm alive. Lord knows I don't schedule these things. I would love to do a schedule again. I dropped exactly one schedule. I decided to be a smoking hot VTuber in like such a turbulent time in my life. So many changes going on in work, life, housing. And I was just like, you know, if I don't start right this second, I will never start. And so I just did. And it was rad. And now I met all of you, and so it was like perfect. No regrets, ever. And good news. I'm sure you might have seen from the little things that they added along the screen, but I got accepted or invited rather, I met the conditions for the little affiliate program. Isn't that nice? So we might have to do something for that. So I did say on Twitter, I don't know if you've got me on Twitter, if you don't have a Twitter account, you are living the good life and you should keep living that life. But I did say maybe I'd do a tiny announcement, and I've been talking about this all week to whoever would listen. But I was thinking of just doing it anyway, but now I can use it as an excuse, as a little affiliate celebration stream. But I was thinking of booting up my true love, Mario Paint. And I was thinking of drawing some of the other VTubers we've made along the way. So Arura, if you're still hanging out, if you want to get in on that, if you want me to draw your picture in Mario Paint, feel free. But I was thinking maybe tomorrow I'll post it up. And I will let people join in if they want to. If nobody wants to, then I think we'll just have to go with the route that no one is safe. And I will simply draw it. Ooh, the number starts with a 3. That's embarrassing. That's right, Mario Paint. Because I cannot draw. I am not an artist. I do not have any drawing tools or drawing utensils or programs, but I do have Mario Paint. And I think it might be fun to celebrate dooming everyone with advertisements by drawing a lot of fun, pretty pictures in Mario Paint. And so I believe it's a good idea. I think with my focus groups, that is to say, everyone who just happened to be in the stream at the time when I brought it up has reacted positively. And so I believe we may go ahead. So anyone who's interested can join in. I'll put it up tomorrow. And then the world can see my horrid skills. They can see why I do not draw. I mean, come on. I play some instruments. I play multiple instruments. I, questionably, speak multiple languages. You gotta let me off the hook somewhere. So what if I can't be an artist? Oh dear. Oh, I'm having fun, but we might need to wrap up soon. Does anyone have any suggestions for rating? Who's online? I'll check after, but we'll see. Every time I ask someone, I'm like, who, do you have anyone in mind that we should pass the viewer count on to? Everyone's like, you know, this person's sitting on about 16,000 viewers. You might want to drop in on them with like your 10. And I'm like, okay. You make a compelling argument. Sono Wano is online. I'll check it out. We'll see if we can't get a good score this time. But that's half the fun, passing the love around. I don't know how the viewers feel about it all the time. I mean, you guys stuck around after Mond dumped you here. So I guess it works. I guess you don't hate it too much. Okay, let's see if we can get another 100 points in the next minute. If I can get over 400, I feel comfortable finishing without feeling like a big loser. Okay. Anything? Yeah, this is good. It's happening. I got 10. Yeah. Fantastic. And 409. I believe that's a good place to go. We're gonna boot up that browser page. Typing into Twitch with my one hand because I'm 55. What you got? You know what? Let's look at who is around. I'm looking. Wow, starts with 4 now. That's right. I had to be impressive before we finished. Yeah, know what? I'm making an executive decision. We're going here. I'm typing it in again. Don't type it yet. We haven't done anything yet. Alright, let's see if I did it right. Alright, so I'll be back tomorrow with a little bit of... don't tell you what to do. I will be back tomorrow, probably with some Fire Emblem. We'll have some fun. I love you. Miss you already, and I'll see you then. But right now, we are raiding the lovely Malkuth. If I did it right. Please God tell me I did it right. There we go. We're sending him over. Say hello for me. Tell him you think he's neat, because he's a pretty cool guy. So I'll see you tomorrow. Love you very much. Bye for now. And I am out of here.